Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech. Today, we're digging into AI's breakneck build-out. We are living through a modern gold rush. It's this frantic global race to build the future of artificial intelligence. And honestly, it's happening way faster than anyone predicted. So today, we're going to follow the story from the ground up, from the digital picks and shovels being forged in billion-dollar deals, all the way to the refined gold that's starting to pop up in our daily lives.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. We'll start with the raw power grab of the AI gold rush. Then we'll look at how the actual AI brains are being built. From there, we'll see how AI is showing up in the real world, explore the human factor behind all of it, and finish up at a pretty critical crossroads for this technology.
All right, let's start at the very foundation, the massive, power-hungry physical infrastructure. And this isn't just something happening in the cloud, It's being built in the real world at an almost unbelievable pace, and it is the bedrock that everything else is built on. If you really want to grasp the sheer scale of this gold rush, all you have to do is follow the money. And this one deal, well, it tells a huge part of the story. You've got CoreWeave, a specialized cloud provider, signing a $14.2 billion contract just to supply Meta with AI computing power for the better part of the next decade. Wow. And look, this isn't just about throwing money around. It's about a desperate need for speed and raw computational power. And the competition to provide it, it's absolutely ferocious. Take a company like Cerebras Systems, a chip designer that's a rival to NVIDIA. Their CEO, Andrew Feldman, is not shy about it at all, claiming they are orders of magnitude faster for AI inference, which is basically the process of actually using a trained AI model.
So what's happening is this gold rush has created a whole new class of picks and shovels suppliers. As you can see here, it's a whole stack. It starts with the chip makers, like NVIDIA and Cerebras, creating these specialized processors. Then you've got the compute providers, like CoreWeave, who build out these enormous data centers to house and power those chips, and then they rent that infrastructure out to the big players. And the whole thing is being financed with just staggering amounts of debt. But here's the kicker. The single biggest bottleneck right now isn't even the chips themselves. It's having enough powered-up data centers to plug them into. That is the biggest limiting factor in this whole ecosystem. Okay, so we have the raw power, the digital version of dynamite and steel being built out, but what about the actual AI brains we're building with all that muscle? Let's take a look. And this is where a company like Anthropic, a frontier AI lab, enters the scene. They just dropped a new model, Claude 4.5 Sonnet, and it has this staggering new capability. Get this, it can perform a complex task, like coding, for up to 30 hours straight. The secret sauce is this advanced memory management. It's almost like it writes down what it's doing, keeps track of its progress, and can backtrack if it messes up. That lets it stay coherent over a totally superhuman amount of time.
But, and this is a huge but, as these AI models get more powerful and more autonomous, a really fundamental problem becomes even more critical. They can just make things up. In the industry, they call this a hallucination. It's when an AI confidently states something that is just plain wrong. And this problem of trust is exactly what Anthropic is trying to tackle head-on. Their chief product officer, Mike Krieger, talks about fighting AI slop, that low-quality, often inaccurate stuff that gets generated. By positioning their models as having the lowest hallucination rate, they're going right after enterprise customers who need professional, accurate output. Because for these businesses, trust isn't just a nice feature, it's an absolute prerequisite. Okay, so you've got the infrastructure in place, you've got the AI brains getting smarter and way more reliable. So what? How does this incredibly powerful technology actually start to show up in our world? For years now, all the cool new tech has lived primarily on our most personal device, the smartphone. It's where we do pretty much everything. But as AI becomes more conversational and more capable, it really makes you wonder, is the phone truly the best and only place for it? Well, Amazon is betting that the answer is a firm no. They're making a massive push for a completely different kind of interaction, something they call ambient AI. With their revamped Alexa Plus and new Echo devices, the whole goal is to make AI a seamless, voice-driven part of your home environment. So instead of pulling out your phone and tapping away with your thumbs, you can just have a conversation. Get some information, have it add something to your calendar, all while staying present and distraction-free. And this move from our screens into the physical world isn't just happening inside our homes. DoorDash, for instance, just pulled the curtain back on its new autonomous delivery robot called Dot. This thing is a commercial robot designed to navigate sidewalks and bike lanes to bring packages right to your front door. I mean, AI is literally leaving the data center, jumping off our screens, and starting to move through our neighborhoods. So, with all this money being spent and all this intelligence being coded, what about the people driving it all? Because this breakneck pace is creating some entirely new challenges. We're seeing huge shifts in leadership. Take Spotify, where the founder, Daniel Ek, is stepping down as the company faces this new era of AI-generated content. And behind the leaders, there's an intense talent war for the specialized engineers who can actually build these models. But beyond the boardroom and the coding bay, all this progress also creates these vast new vulnerabilities.
The scale of the cyber threat is, well, it's almost unimaginable. And no, that number is not a typo. As AI becomes this powerful tool for attackers, companies are fighting back by using their own AI to defend themselves. Microsoft, for example, is beefing up its Sentinel platform. It's all part of this massive Secure Future initiative to make security their absolute #1 priority.
This whole defensive strategy really highlights a core cycle of the AI era, right? The challenge is this rapidly escalating threat landscape, often powered by AI. The response? Use AI to defend against those attacks. And the ultimate goal is a unified, intelligent security platform. So, we've seen the foundation, the intelligence, and the human element. Where does all this frantic building leave us? Well, this AI build-out is happening at a dizzying, relentless pace. Billions are being poured into raw infrastructure. The AI models themselves are gaining capabilities that were straight-up science fiction just a few years ago. And this tech is quickly weaving itself into the very fabric of our digital and our physical lives. And let's be really clear about this. This isn't just another tech upgrade, like getting a faster phone. This is a fundamental rewiring of our world. The momentum is just undeniable, and it's speeding up every single day.
I mean, if you just look back, it feels like just yesterday that foundational models went mainstream. This year has been all about these colossal investments in infrastructure and the fight for talent. Next year, we're already seeing AI move into our homes and onto our streets. The future really points towards a complete integration that's going to bring profound societal shifts. Which brings us to one final and I think crucial question.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.